Hey, what is going on, ladies and the gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I will be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome back to episode 33 of our Anglophile achievement run here as Great Britain, where we are at war with Bengal, trying to get that one little mission done here. That will definitely lead into a few extras, which are going to be significantly simpler than I thought they would be. Anyway, hopefully it all goes well. I'm assuming it will, and just to prove my point, I'm going to put on some good music so that I can partially distract myself for no good reason. Anyways, looks like Naples still Sorry, what? Okay, that's weird, first of all. Second of all, we need to stop Castile from doing their weird Castile thing, because they're definitely doing a lot of weird Castile things. Also, the one reason Spain didn't form is probably a Gibraltar thing. I don't know. That might be it. I haven't really, checked the reasons or the things you need in order to actually form Spain in a long time, so. Also, yeah, I suppose we don't get any more quick and easy Reformation, nice and easy conversions anymore, which kind of sucks, but oh well. What we do get, though, is absolutism, which is absolutely fantastic, which is not a very good joke. But anyways, we already have two of these things, which is very good. The next thing I was thinking is probably just spam out universities, because we have the money for that. So I think we're already building two in the two places that matter. Yeah, university here, and I think we were gonna build another one. But it was already, existing. I think we can add it to the build queue, though, can't we? No, we can't. Okay. Well, that doesn't really matter. We can just slap in a few extras. 1, 2, 3, and then, of course, the last one will be built in Cambridge. That'll complete the little mission for us. That'll be nice and quick. Well, not very quick, because we have to complete that first one, of course. Guantanamo is done, I can assume. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. Wait, no, that's... Hold on, this is us still. This is also us. We got two things going. I didn't even notice we had this one over here. I don't know, was that a mistake? I wouldn't doubt it. It was probably a mistake I did. Other than that, though... Don't know how you got... Oh, that's disgusting. That's how you got it. Okay. Everything's looking just fine over in these locations. I might just want to, real quick... Just very quickly, of course, just send one over here. Without a single care in the world, just sort of move them over. I don't want to use the Royal Navy, though. Do we have one that's smaller and is, in any capacity, slightly closer? This one's a definite big no, but you know what he is? Definitely closer to here. So, we're just gonna send him over. And hopefully I don't forget about him, because that would kind of suck. But, oh well. Give me this. What else did we need? I think we have everything we needed to take, except for, apparently, the stuff that actually matters, like Bengal Delta. Frederick Cornwallis has helped us so far. 2 mercantilism for 10 legitimacy. That is a hell of a trade. Thank you very much. Wow, that is such a fantastic trade. That's rather incredible, actually. The trade stations are done. All that stuff is done. We can also get, investments over here, but I guess they're occupying it, so I don't know if we actually can. Oh, yeah, we still can. Okay, cool. I don't know if any of the stuff over there would matter. Over here... might matter a little bit, because we don't have the 50% here. So we don't actually get the merchant, I don't think. I'm sorry, what? The British Bombay Presidency. Okay, that's a unique name over there. As for English, I want East Africa. Yeah, we don't actually have that, so I could just do that instead. It's a lot cheaper, and it does the same thing, so might as well. Company investments are good, but only the $1,000 cost ones. The really, really expensive ones are really good. Everything else is and sort of unimportant once you get enough, what is it? Once you get enough, trade power anyway. Getting this local trade power is not too useful, especially, the tax thing doesn't matter. Supply limit, local defensiveness, maybe. Only if you have a fort, I guess, for the local defensiveness. The production efficiency... Sure, I suppose. The local goods produced increases value. Trade steering is definitely massive for the West Indian Charter, but what you really want here is the ship costs, the yearly army tradition, naval force limit, and land force limit. Definitely these ones are really good. Yearly army tradition is actually so valuable, it's pretty stupid, so I think I'm going to go ahead and take that. Because that gives you plus 0.1 per year, which is quite helpful, actually. Quite helpful indeed. That's fine, that's fine. You can actually grab the next one over here for only 469, which is pretty solid. Oh, that was actually your capital, and I didn't really even notice that. Yikes, but okay. What are the things I need here? I need to conquer Bengal, which is these 4 things here, and I don't even have that. Boop, 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 boop. Just one state. It's the state of, wow, West Bengal. Who would have noticed? Who would have guessed that taking Bengal would have actually had you take Bengal? Anyway. Let me, I guess I should move a little fast, because they're not even here. Like, they're just chilling over there in the West End, so we can pretty much just do what we want. With almost no repercussions. We can just walk wherever we like. That's pretty nice. Do the same over here, because that's literally like your entire army over here, so might as well just have some fun. I think I'll use this guy to siege that down, actually, because I think he has a superior siege. Yeah, he does, okay. Cool. I'll bring this guy over here, split you in 2, move up there. Split you in 2 here. That actually made no sense, but no, whatever. Hey, it made a little bit of sense, actually. This all works out fine. This is done. I can move over here. This is kind of close. We did just get that new military tech, so guess what that means. Time to burn it all down. We can use this guy to move into the adjacent. I'm definitely going to lose track of... Well, no, I can't, because I only split one army. Never mind. In theory, I shouldn't lose track of anything. I also grabbed that real quick, and would you surrender this? You would. You would, actually. And the coalition would be pretty negligible, actually. Are you guys a Sunni nation? I think you are, actually, which would make a lot of sense. Yeah, state religion is Sunni. Doesn't matter what the land actually is. That does cause a couple of problems. It draws the attention of the Mamluks, especially, who are rather close. It draws the attention of a lot of people. I mean, Ajuran is furious at that point. As for everyone else, I mean, the Mamluks I'm not too afraid of by themselves. Bengal, of course, they're going to be sad. Dahomey is... I don't know, man. I can probably take a little bit more, I'm wagering. We might be just fine, really. Base tax in Norfolk. That doesn't matter. I don't care about a single extra development within my 2,315 development empire. Let me go down here. Oh, that's a really good price, actually. Okay, these things are done. That should be easy. I know we have another person in here. I don't know what France is even doing here at this point. How did you get here? I have no clue, but I mean, welcome. Welcome to the easiest walking simulator I've ever seen in 2020 here. It's a good time. Oh wow, that's a lot of truces. Oh boy, that's a lot of truces. Yeah, a good few. A good few. Did they move? Oh, well, not really, so we're still fine here. Oh, and this is your friend here. Okay, I see. I think I'll go pay them a small visit. The army can suffer. No, it certainly cannot, but neither can the manpower. Wow. So, this is worth a lot more professionalism than this is, really. I think I'll take the top one. The bottom would be worth like 5 professionalism. Like the only way we can buy people, buy manpowers with professionalism. Which sucks a lot, but if it's the only thing we can do, then, well, it's the only thing we can do. A couple of universities are done. It looks like we might have the opportunity to build one in Cambridge now. No, I lied, because the textile manufactory, despite the fact that it says takes 491 days, actually doesn't show up on the right here. Thanks, game. That makes my life so much better. What? It says it will take 491 days. This says it will take a hell of a lot longer than that, so I don't know what the real case here is. Someone's not telling me something. Also, whoa, let's pause for a second. Siege of Tirhut's over. That was hella fast, actually. We must have fought a battle and I didn't even notice. As for over here, I'm gonna just bring you guys in real quick. Here we go. Easy win. Great. just to clean up this area. You guys can chill here. Loose ferocity is fantastic. We should be able to, now that we have the capital. I mean, we could even take it, but I'm not going to because I don't need it. Nor do I want it, to be honest with you. We can ask for a little bit of money, or we can just tell them to stop being friends. I'd prefer the money. I don't care who he's friends with. It's pretty unimportant at this point. So we'll tell you to leave, which will give us more war score with Bengal. We also have a 14% siege here, which is quite nice. We'll just keep moving along here then. Looks like Australia decided to help out, which is nice. The more expected backup here, rather than, for some reason, France going all the way around. I don't know if France got anything over here. They do have the range for it now that I'm over here, but they kind of been focused on La Plata for some reason. Well, only after I cleared it out for them. But, you know, pretty focused on La Plata and whatever of Africa I've been giving them. Pretty much. So I guess they haven't seen much action in Europe since the Coalition War. Okay, well, that's some free stuff over here. He's going to come over and regroup with that army, just in case it finishes in the next 3 decades. You guys should be fine. Split up and go over here. In fact, you can split up and go over here, too. Don't know who would possibly want to join in at this point, but I don't know. 99% and good enough for me. Thanks for the free stuff, by the way, because I'm going to need it. I think. After conquer Bengal, which is the basic stuff here, we have take the Indian coast and inland India, which basically just means expand in pretty much any direction that's not north or east. Okay, cool. Yeah, like literally anything here counts. Oh, that actually goes pretty far into here, huh? Look, that's a little bit more than I thought it would be. Inland India, it just requires me to have this isolated little province here. I mean, it's the capital, but isolated still means isolated. That's a little bit weird. Is that even the capital? It's the capital of Bahmanis, isn't it? That kind of sucks. Okay, well, Vijayanagara will have to die one day, just not today, I guess. Does all that stuff belong? Yeah, pretty much. Might as well take it, right? Does that also belong? Yep. Now, a peace deal like this would, only get me slightly killed, actually, surprisingly enough. And it's only 83% overextension, which is really not that bad. It costs 363 to core. Honestly, not the worst thing I've ever cored in my life. And I don't care about the money, we'll just go ahead and take it. Well, there we go. A good little chunk of India right here. And it just works. That's it. It just works. Okay. Great, and it gets a good few states as well, instead of just being, you know, part of a bunch of little states that, okay, I lied. 2 of these things do not belong together. I should have taken this if well, I didn't have enough war score, really, so I can't. I couldn't have, but still, my point somewhat kind of still stands. Conquer Bengal gives me a lot of claims. Oh, hold on a second here. Claims, you say? Orissa and Andhra. Oh, I do get those claims. Oh, I get claims on the stuff I've already cored. Okay, hold on a minute here. I'm gonna save myself a little bit of admin. Because I want to get claims on things. Boop. Hit the claims. Things cost a little bit less now. Because claims reduce how much it costs for you to core by, like, I don't know, 20%. I wouldn't go that far. It's something kind of like that, though, I think, so. A pretty substantial amount. You guys can go stand on the... Wow, not even the coast is good enough for you guys. Okay. That's cool, I guess. I mean, you can stand, like, here. I know India happens to have, like, a lot of development in certain areas. So, we should have enough to stand at least somewhere for both of these armies. Now I think I'm immediately going to assign these to the trade region, actually. That's going to allow us to have a little bit less unrest in these areas. And I might be so inclined, since we have literally, like, no absolutism, I might be so inclined as to just raise the autonomy for, like, the last time. I can also decrease the autonomy just for the hell of it, but, I think I'd rather raise it and then decrease some of it. So in areas like, give it a day just in case I need to update. Okay, there we go. Areas like this, I think we can update, or like increase. Over here we can just like decrease across the board in a lot of these places. Which seems like a really bad idea, but trust me, we'll be fine. Absolutely okay. There will be literally no problems coming from this. Literally none. And it gave us, hey, 13% absolutism. That's... Wow, our cap is really sad. Anyway. Let's give ourselves an extra little pat on the back here, despite the fact that we haven't taken Diplo. I'll just do it again. No, I won't, because Mali doesn't matter as much, and neither does... I don't know what I was doing there. Anyway. My point is, you guys should be fine. No whining, please, because that's very annoying, and we should be totally cool. We also have close enough, almost, for another stability, which should help out with the whole national unrest debacle which exists. Kind of. We also got a whopping 5% admin efficiency from hitting those buttons a few times. So I feel like I should hit those buttons a few more times in the future. We also can grab this real quick. And I think I only need one army over here, actually. So while you guys are like repairing and stuff, and you're gonna go and protect trade in... Wow, Lübeck really isn't that profitable anymore, is it? We'll go and send you to the North Sea, sure. Off on slightly damaged, of course. Now these guys are absolutely just fine, meaning we're going to attach this army. And he's going to come back over into Iberia, probably, because Portugal has stuff that I want, and I want to take that stuff. As well as, actually, we can just fight Castile without Portugal, which makes taking stuff that much easier. Castile, in fact, looks a little out of it. A little worse for wear, I suppose. Now, I've made a lot of people upset again, which was really, really easy to do. I'm wondering how upset I'm allowed to make everyone else before I go for round 2 on that coalition. I'm hoping it's a lot more stuff than what it currently looks like. What it currently looks like is not much, by the way. Also, over here, because you're a new region, which apparently I now own 23% of the trade from, and is absolutely useless towards actually affecting anything, you might be so inclined as to add a couple of things over here, but first, just real quick, over in these trade regions, yeah. Gonna need to do a little bit of something to get ourselves above the 50% threshold here. I'm gonna want to start moving some trade around, and to do that, what we're gonna want to do is move it all to Coromandel, and then from Bengal to there, and then probably just straight down to here. Because, I mean, it looks like Zanzibar is just going to move by itself, really. I don't know if we need to influence that. Gulf of Aden, it's a decent amount of trade. I'm not going to lie, it's okay. Definitely, though, Coromandel and Bengal over here. We need to bring that stuff together and make that work out. So we're going to transfer trade from here. We're going to try and boost our stuff in Bengal. I think we can do that? Yes, we can. Okay, cool. A little bit of a boost. Other stuff we can do to boost in Bengal would be probably getting the little bit of extra trade in these areas. That should help us out quite a little bit, actually. Let's see how this whole thing goes. Well, that's a pretty good, decent boost, actually. Anything else, we could add a few, say, over here, just to help it out a little bit. Usually I don't say those things are worth it, but since we can't really take much else without probably dying to the entire subcontinent of India, it's quite possible we might just want to add a few things here and there for no problems. You guys are fine, no worries. 200%, hey, it's Extra Stability Day, which is nice. My favorite national holiday that only exists for Anglican countries. Price of spices goes up by 50%, which is quite spicy, I do have to say. The pun was intended there, if you were wondering. Get a lot of money, a bit of prestige that I totally just wasted, which kind of sucks, but anyway. You guys are bringing some troops back home, and I think I noticed we have an extra capacity here for new troops, which may or may not include literally just bringing these ones home and pretending I made new ones. Other than that, though, we might actually create a new army, because I've been wanting to do that for, I don't know, maybe the past century. I feel like our growth here has been a little bit slow, to be honest with you. And I would like a second army to help me invade the Iberians with for like the fourth. I think it's the fourth time that we've invaded Iberia. We'll also drop these because we don't want to spend the money on them, except for these ones. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine too. Draft citizens for... Oh, or we can just pay for 2. And it's in Cambridge, which is great, because I don't know if we actually finished that one or not. With its development. Not quite, but you know what? That is some free development, especially in the high-cost area, which is quite nice. Okay, not bad at all. Speaking of development and stuff, how close are we to... Well, maybe we should actually get this tech first. That's an idea. I don't know. Arisi Separatists, Balasur... Oh, right, yeah, we don't own these, my bad. Let me go get rid of that. Again with Benin as well. I don't own these, but cool. Thanks for coming over and visiting. Hope you had a happy... I don't know, something. Anyways, you guys move back over here. You'll continue your day jobs. These guys are... Oh, right, yeah, over here. Who's money for... Oh, wow, that is national unrest. That is extra solid there. One of the better ones you can take. Because then it means I don't have to worry about things as much. Provincial unrest, pretty much nothing. And the reason why it is anything at all is because I was being a meanie and telling them they can't do stuff by themselves. Speaking of which, we'll do that, and this one. Reducing autonomy is truly my favorite way to get this done quickly. There's another way we can also do it. It's not an exploit, it's just a little bit painful to go through. And it's by hitting this button right here. See how that increases autonomy for everything? It sort of tanks your economy and hurts a little bit in the other areas, but... and yeah, that's 20 prestige. 15 influence increase, and I don't really remember, but does it also, it might also decrease your absolutism, but I'm not sure. It might. Don't exactly remember. We could go with this one, it just increases autonomy, and we can slap it all back down, so I think we will, actually. Does that decrease... Okay, it does decrease absolutism. I was wondering about that. Anyways, time to, decrease it in literally everywhere. It's a rather, well, somewhat painless way to do it. You just sort of tank roughly around 5% of your economy. If it's not built on trade, of course, which ours is, so we don't really have a problem with that. There we go, look at that. We decreased it a bunch more. I think I should have left a few areas. Beforehand alone, before I did this, because I wasn't sure if it decreased absolutism, which it does, by the way, if you're trying to do this yourself, remember that. So instead of getting, like, 30, we could have gotten, like, I don't know, 40 or something, so I'm a little disappointed. I could have done that better, but we can at least do it, like, multiple times, and there's almost no repercussion for it, because, I don't know, everyone will be upset for approximately, I think it's, like, how much is it? Is it, like, hold on. Decreasing autonomy gives you, I didn't do it over there. It'll be over here somewhere. Okay, so decreased autonomy gives you plus 10 local unrest for about 30 years. Wow, it's actually kind of a long time. Anyways, and the recent uprising lasts for half of that. Not half of that, just like 20 years less than that. Oh, and there is my little thing telling us pretty much time up. Okay. Yeah, so for maybe 20 years we'll get at most like, looks to be like 3 unrest. Yeah, maybe like 4 unrest, I don't know. Nothing really too massive is my point. Have a couple of upset people for a little while after that, but it's nothing you can't handle really easily. So just before we end today's episode, I think I'm going to start off with a new template. Let me look at the combat width. It is still 30. Thank the Lord, because I don't want to make a new one. Okay, let me make my template real quick. 10, that'd be a good backline? I think we're sorely in need of updating the backline, so... what tech are we? We are tech 17, yep, because combat width increases later. Tech 17. Cool. Let me go and make one of those bad boys back home, which is expensive, by the way. Wow, that is expensive. It's a total of 40 units, which is, you know, gonna be 10, or more like 11 over our force limit, but I don't really care. because we make money, and money is nice to have, and it's very useful in situations like this, where I want more people on the field. I'm also looking at you, Portuguese Mexico, for existing a little bit too much. Now we've actually stopped messing with Europe for a little while as well. I think we could also go ahead and just yoink Lubeck a little bit. That actually sounds a lot more reasonable than you'd think. We'd be at war with a lot of people, yeah, but like, we also have the Commonwealth, which will just slap pretty much everyone in Central Europe, so... I don't know, that's a good thought for next episode, because we are out of time for today. Hopefully you did enjoy today's episode of invading a big old blob of India. Anyways, this is Quarbit signing off, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to give a huge thank you to the $1 patrons Quiet Guy and Dylan M, and the $5 patron Mez and Max, and the $20 patron Chewy Shoot. You guys are doing an amazing job helping me to push this channel forward, and I cannot possibly thank you enough.